Hello, my name is Natalia Pelatti, and this is my professional development proposal to be implemented in my present job. The name is Using Breakout Rooms for ESL Speaking Practice. I work for an online language school. In this school, we have group lessons, sometimes with a high number of students. This proposal is a short seminar for my fellow teachers. Why do I think this proposal might be appealing for my fellow teachers? There is a growing tendency among teachers to engage in professional development. TALIS is an international study that focuses on the working conditions of teachers and school leaders globally. And there is an increasing demand for professional development. According to TALIS, there is an unsatisfied demand for professional development among teachers. TALIS reviewed current patterns of participation in professional development activities by lower secondary education teachers. And the analysis, the data reveals that despite high levels of participation in development activities, the professional development needs a significant the professional development needs of a significant portion of teachers are not being met. More than half of the teachers surveyed reported having wanted more professional development than they had received. As Gabriel Diaz Maggioli points out in his article Professional Development for Language Teachers, in order for professional development to be successful, it must be in line with research on teachers' career development and patterns of adult learning. So what are these new patterns of adult learning? It is undeniable that online learning is incredibly popular at present. Here in this slide, we can see the importance of online learning at present. Online learning has experienced significant growth in recent years. This is just one example of the Coursera platform and how the number of enrolled students has increased. So this growth is driven by increasing demand for accessible and flexible education. This growth has increased by advancements in technology and the widespread adoption of virtual platforms during COVID mainly. For instance, this is one example. In the US, 71% of online learnings are adults over 25. Yeah, so this is part of the adult new learning ways. Additionally, more traditional institutions are adopting hybrid or fully online models to accommodate diverse learner needs. Okay, and in this slide, we can see the areas of greater development need among teachers. Teachers do not feel fully prepared to cope with two challenges mainly: teaching special learning needs students, but also information and communication technology, ICT, teaching skills. So here in the slide, we can see that sizable portions of teachers are also reported having a high level of need for information and communication technology, ICT teaching skills, 25% of survey teachers. This may be a reflection of how challenging it is for teachers to keep up with the speed of technological change. So we can see how important online learning has become, and also the need for ICT teaching skills among teachers. What are the main challenges of online teaching environments? First, technical issues. That is one of the main challenges. Technical issues can disrupt the learning experience. Software glitches and hardware limitations can hinder communication between teachers and students. Adult students could even lack enough technological skills to cope with new apps and platforms. So, bearing in mind these technical issues, use platform students already. We need to use platforms that students already know and use. Make the most of built-in features that do not require extra software. So we need to use what we have at hand, what we are familiar with. Another challenge is multitasking distractions. The online environment can be full of distractions, social media, email notifications, and other digital temptations make it difficult for students to focus on the lesson. So it is crucial to design engaging activities that get students away from distractions and get them involved in activities that demand their participation and full attention. Another challenge is connection and oral interaction limitations. In communicative approaches, speaking is very important and takes most of the time and energy to be accomplished. So in communicative approaches, students are expected to actively use the language orally. However, online classes could be intimidating as students do not know each other face to face. Besides, some students could lack confidence and feel that their self-image is at stake. And also, lower level students usually go through a silent period. So it is important to create an environment that makes students feel safe, confident, and private enough to open up for speaking. That's why we need small spaces to interact, and these small spaces may foster conversation and personal connection. It's also challenging for teachers because when lower level students go through this silence period, it can be puzzling for teachers because they don't know what's going on the other side if cameras are off, yeah, especially if cameras are off. So because of all these difficulties, I believe that breakout rooms is a feature that all teachers and students have at hand and can greatly facilitate speaking practice. So why? Because breakout rooms effectively address technical issues in online ESL classes by allowing students to practice speaking in small groups without relying on additional software. We don't need to add or to download any additional thing, as most platforms include this feature. Breakout rooms help mitigate multitasking distractions by creating engaging interactive tasks that demand active participation, drawing students' focus back to the lesson. And breakout rooms provide a safe and private environment that foster oral interaction, helping students build confidence and personal connection while overcoming the intimidation of speaking in larger, impersonal online settings. So what are the workshop objectives? Yeah, this seminar that I have prepared. The main objective is to give teachers the skills to effectively use breakout rooms in online ESL classes. And some specific goals are understand the technical setup of breakout rooms, yeah, how to set them up, explore strategies to improve students' interaction, and learn to implement the speech chat group dynamics, yeah, that is to make groups and then shuffle them, change them. The target audience is ESL teachers who teach online. I was thinking of my own fellow teachers, the ones who work with me in the same online language institute. There will be 3 parts in this workshop. Part 1, Introduction to Breakout Rooms. It's a 1-hour session where we will have an overview of the breakout rooms functionalities and how to set up and assign participants to room. In part 2, we will design activities, types of activities that work well in breakout rooms. And we will adapt lesson plans for group collaboration. And in the third part, we will manage breakout rooms. It will be a 30-minute session where we will monitor and provide feedback during activities. Yeah, it's a very nice thing to do in breakout rooms is the delayed feedback. Yeah, you need to let them work, speak, yeah, in small groups, and the teacher doesn't interrupt them. The teacher will give them feedback at the end of the session. So what is the conclusion? What are the benefits of this breakout room seminar? The main benefits are that to support the professional development of online language teachers, it addresses new adult learning habits, especially the move towards online learning, yeah, these new ways of learning that students have, especially adult students. And this seminar will help us use simple, familiar digital tools that teachers already have because breakout rooms are available in all platforms. And It will include clear and engaging strategies to help students practice conversation. So, well, I hope this was useful. I hope this seminar will be useful for my fellow teachers to make use of breakout rooms, a tool that is very interactive, very nice, that is at hand, is there in most platforms, and can be used effectively for English conversation, for English practice and conversation. Thank you very much.